Jamie Foxx is a hard-working, blue-collar dad who just wants to provide a good life for his quick-witted 10-year-old daughter. His mundane San Fernando Valley pool cleaning job is a front for his real source of income: hunting and killing vampires. This is directed by J.J. Perry and it hit Netflix back in August, and this is one of those films that, when the trailers hit, made it clear it had a bit of a novelty premise and was looking to go all in on the fun with that premise, that being Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg as vampire hunters in an action-packed comedy, which on paper sounds like it makes this destined to be a cult classic. And this does indeed try going all in on said premise, with a mostly lighthearted approach that doesn't try to make things feel too self-serious, even when the stakes increase. Characters might sustain some serious injuries or put in life-threatening situations, and it's generally played off as not that big of a deal in some instances in an effort to keep things moving along. Like there's one particular scene, for example, where a character loses a body part and the way it's played off and the situation's resolved was done in quite an amusing way. Now it's a film whose humor can ultimately be considerably hit and miss. There are some clever ideas thrown in there, like I do appreciate the novelty of this world containing a vampire hunting union that both Fox and Snoop Dogg are part of, turning the cliche of your average Joe protagonist on its head where you have a very heightened job title but it's treated as almost completely normal within this world. And this does take on a buddy comedy format, with Fox mostly being accompanied by Dave Franco as a union rep who has to supervise him for his volatile behavior, with the film relying on their chemistry. So while Fox and Franco are a fun pairing, a lot of the humor can be your generic odd couple-like bickering, with Franco's character being a bit whiny as he's placed in one dangerous situation after another, and Fox is the one staying calm, cool, and collected, with the only thing he's really concerned about being that he wants to provide for his family. It can be a lot of back and forth, and while I didn't find it grating, primarily due to the cast's solid deliveries, it wasn't always consistent where anything inherently funny was said, as we were meant to laugh more at just how the two were total opposites and nothing more, along with seeing Snoop Dogg showing up and doing his usual shtick. Now sometimes it worked and it was enough to make this a fairly decent watch, especially as the entire cast all knew exactly what sort of movie this was and tried to have some fun with it, but like I said, despite their best efforts, it just wasn't always consistent. And I do think some of the back and forths would cause this to maybe drag out a bit longer than it needed to at times, while it thankfully keeps things mostly lighthearted so it's not exactly a slog. You do feel that 2-hour runtime a bit towards the middle, as sometimes there'd be one argument too many or a gag would go on longer than it needed to. Plus, some of the family drama involving Fox's character, while not bad overall, is executed in a way where it comes off a bit on the cornier side, tapping into some of the usual strange family cliches. I appreciate trying to give at least one of our leads a strong emotional core, but given how goofy the film is for most of the runtime and how overly sentimental some of these moments can be in the brief time we revisit this plot point, I felt it led to some slight tonal inconsistencies here and there. Not enough for this to be totally unbearable, but it's noticeable. So all in all, Day Shift isn't exactly the cult comedy classic it probably should have been, but it's a decent enough effort at the end of the day. While its humor is hit and miss and it went on for a bit too long, the casts are all a lot of fun and it's got a breezy, lighthearted enough tone that makes this an enjoyable enough watch, even if only for just once. Day Shift gets a 6 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Day Shift, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Is this one of your new favorite vampire movies? Is it one of your new favorite Jamie Foxx movies? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.